Hello, I just wanted to make a quick video. Probably won't be on here that long. Just want to give my condolences to the Dallas Cowboys for getting their ass spanked by Caleb Williams. Um, I hope you listen and watch my videos real closely. Um, I told y'all this in the. If you don't watch my videos and you're not trying to hear what I'm trying to say, I told y'all about this offense. You cannot continue to sit back there in that pocket 75% of the time throwing the ball downfield if you don't got a guy that can scramble and get open and make plays. You cannot continue to fool these defensive coordinators. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work at all. They got their ass handed to them. Hit the like and subscribe button. I put the in the chat. I put it in the chat. Join me if you want to talk for a few minutes. Ain't gonna be on long. It's been a terrible nightmare for the Dallas Cowboy offense. They only put up 14 points against a really talented Bears defense. The Bears came out and they were very physical and they whooped the shit out the Dallas. They whooped the shit out the Dak Prescott. I told y'all, if you ain't gonna come up with different formations to fool the defense on and continue to run the ball, this offense will never work. You have to get on the center and fake it to the left or fake it to the right or run it to stretch play constantly so you can set your play action game up. CD Lamb playing in the backfield was the most dumbest thing that I've seen in NFL history because of his weight, his body mass. I said this. You got to continue to score points. You were stuck on 14 points for your whole first half. The second half, your offense disappeared. And you had no wide receiver to go to help out Pickens. And it was a complete disaster. They praying to God that CeeDee Lamb comes back. But I don't even know if CeeDee Lamb, his leg is going to be healthy enough to come back against the Green Bay game. This could be another disaster for the Dallas Cowboys. And you got a running back, Blue, who sits on the bench to help your running game out. Control the clock, running the football, time of possession, and throw the ball downfield. I see that they did. I see that they did try at least to do something with Ferguson. They did bring Milton out at the very end to see what Milton can give him. Minus the pick that he threw in the end zone, I did like what they was trying to do by stretching Milton around with the play action bootleg. They did get some. They did move the ball downfield with Milton at the end of the game. Now, maybe if Milton throws that ball to Lamb or Pickens, that could be a touchdown. But he threw that ball to Turpin. He's too small to go up and get it. So this is not very good right now. Not very good. Um, this was a complete disaster. Um, I'm gonna go down the line. Jerry Jones, complete disaster as a GM. Complete disaster. Scotty, complete disaster. Matty, because all the guys that they brought in here, all the guys that they brought in here in training camp after the season was over, Jerry doesn't do a fucking job at all. Fucking bringing the right people in here to coach. All right. 30 years, 30, 31 years, 35 years of complete fucking losing. It's the same strip. It's all about fucking money for him. He don't give a shit about winning. All right. You didn't bring a playoff football coach in here to come in here and get your team ready for the 2025 season. You don't do that. You bring Scotty in here. You don't bring a defensive minded coach in here that's been to the playoffs, that's been with teams that can play with these teams. All right. You don't bring these guys in here. You bring an inexperienced head coach in here for the Bears, from the Bears, and on the freaking on the job training with Scotty, and you have a struggling quarterback who's up in age, who only cares about putting up numbers, but don't care about winning. He had 2 turnovers. This right here tells you all right here. First down, 23-19. Passing yards, 15. First downs, 14 first down. Right here. Passing first down. Rushing, 6. Right here. Penalties. Dallas, they got what, 3 penalties. If it's 3 of 11, right there. 3 for 11. That's how you lose that. 3 of 11 on third down. You put CeeDee Lamb in the backfield to run the football. The most mind puzzling shit that I've ever freaking said. You couldn't save CD from CD. That's like when CD was dropping those passes last week. He was dropping those passes in the Philly game. You couldn't save CD from CD. You got to get the ball to CD, and then you are running him out the backfield. So CD gets hurt. See, see, you didn't have your team ready to play. You don't know what you're doing as a head coach. You bring Scotty in here to play against one of the worst franchise teams in over 30 something years. And actually, in over 3 years, they only won 3 to 4 games, and you lose. This is the most troubling organization I have ever seen. And then you turn around and bring Matt in here, who has the most worst winning percentage out of any NFL coach in NFL history, giving up 3 to 400 to 500 yards a game, and you bring him here to coach your team. You done lost the locker room now. They have no trust in you. They have no trust in this. They have no trust in Matt, dog. Those players, this defense, they're booty, and they only care about getting the check, dog. They don't care about winning. They don't care about winning. Everybody is old on this team, dog. You got Williams on this team. You got Clark on this team. You got Solomon on this team. You got Javon Clowney on this team. You got Hooker on this team. You got Wilson on this team. You got your 2 linebackers are they done been in every team. Don't let these guys go. All right. You got number 59, number 57. They only linebackers for tackling. Bruh, this is the worst defense that they had in a long time. And boy, they fucked up when they let go Dan Quinn, man. It shows, didn't it? They went from having a decent defense with Dan Quinn to the most fucked up defense in the last 2 years. It's getting worse and worse every freaking game. This defense is getting worse and worse. Horrible. And then you can't score points to help the defense out because you got a middle age over, you got a quarterback who's not efficient with throwing the ball and you turning the ball over constantly. So so it's gonna get worse next week. So we have to buckle down on this defense. I think we should fire Matt tonight. I wouldn't even come in week 4 with Matt. I fired him tonight. I couldn't take anymore. I just couldn't take any more with Matt. Is there a coach out there that can coach this defense? Is there somebody out there that can come out and coach this defense, dog? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I Giants and Kansas City, and I think Russell Wilson goes to the bench at halftime. Um, I think he goes to the bench at halftime. Dog, this team is in shambles, dog. You play around in preseason, you act foolish, and that's what you get. You don't bring coaches in there that know how to coach football. You don't bring those guys in here. You had a shot. You had a shot to bring Frazier in here to get his organization going from the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo is 3-0. Frazier was over there coaching the defense. You don't bring Reed in here to help him coach the defense. You don't bring those guys in here to help coach the defense. Hell, you let go of um, you let go of Al Harris, and he shuts your fucking defense down. He shuts your offense down. Them DBs was playing good ball today out there on Chicago Bears. They was playing good ball. Al Harris, they was playing good balls. They were playing good ball. They needed plays when they needed plays out there. It's showing. I told y'all in the offseason. I said you cannot continue to sit back there and have a middle-aged fucking quarterback 75% of the time throwing the ball downfield and you don't run the ball at all. You don't even sniff the ball. You don't even bring Blue off the bench to let him come out there and help you run the game out. Control the block, controlling the clock to help bump Scott out to help you win the game. I don't see them winning another game. I don't know. I just don't see them winning another game. I don't know. Not with this defense. I just don't see it. Let's go over the schedule real quick. This is sad. Let's go over the schedule. This is complete. It's complete horrible, dog. This is sad. Let's go to this real quick. Let's go to this shit. I'm gonna be right here to talk y'all off the edge. So let's go here. All right. So you got Green Bay next Sunday night. This time next week, you got the Jets, who's the feisty Jets defense, looking for their first win, their second win. You got Carolina, that's a loss. You got Green Bay, that's a loss. You got to go to the Jets, a loss. You know he can't play on the road. You got to go to Carolina, that's a loss because you know he can't play on the road. You at Washington, that's a loss because you can't win against a 500 team. You at Denver, that's a loss because you can't beat Denver on the road. That's a loss against Arizona because we know you can't play a 500 team. I don't know about that. And maybe, but you could win this game against um, the Raiders. That's a loss against Philly. Kansas City, that may be a loss. Detroit, we know that's a loss. Minnesota, we know that's a loss. Chargers, that's a loss. Another loss by the Washington. Another loss by the. It could be a win to Giants. This how horrible it gets. You you gave up 31 points. So last week, the first week you gave up 24 points. The second week you gave up 37 points, and you gave up 31 points last week. You are the most richest franchise history, and you have never done anything to help your defense out. I would rather have a great fucking defense and a shitty quarterback at all times, and come along the way I could give me a quarterback from someplace else. Your defense completely fell apart along with your offense. They knew Scotty knew he needed to protect his defense by running the ball and taking care of the ball and don't turn the ball over. These players knew that going into this game that they knew that they had to take care of the ball. Williams got the ball ripped from his hand like a little sissy, a little girl he is. He got pumped. At the end, Dak Prescott blew the game like he always did. Why? It's inefficiency. It's inability to run the ball and take care of the ball and go down and give you some points today. Did not work. You scored 40 points last week. You scored 14 points today. You let your defense down. You didn't score points. I said earlier, you got to score 21 to give you have to get a chance. You got to score 21 to 24 points a game to give your defense a chance, so you continue to rest them. They came back at halftime. Guess what they did? One, two, three, turned the ball over, kicked it out of there. At this point in time, I'm concerned about bringing Milton in. It can't get no worse. If you got to depend, if you got to depend on Joe Mil on if you got to depend on if you got to depend on CD Lamb to get you some wins to help your offense, you're in trouble because you can't create no motion. You can't create no play action bootleg Mississippi top sweep. You can't create it. You can't sit back there 75% of the time, sit back there and throw, and then continue to put your offensive line in harm's way, and everybody is in harm's way. You can't create. You cannot create no plays behind that Prescott because he just sit back in the pocket the whole time. It's not going to work because he don't have the arm. He don't have the accuracy to sit back there and throw pinpoint plays. He's a Matthew Stafford. Mm, telling you. So continue to get ready for the Wolves. And if it don't work out on offense, you will see Milton going down the stretch, like you saw today. They put Dak Prescott on the bench, and they saw what they had in Milton. I don't think Scotty's going to go down in flames. I don't think Scotty's going to go down in flames. I think he's going to go down. As he said, he's going to want to. If Scotty's going to go down, he's going to go down fucking fighting. He's going to go down fighting, dog. I'm telling you, Scotty is not going to go down. He's going to go down fighting. He's going to go down fighting. This one hurts real bad right here. This hurts real bad right here, dog. This loss hurts real bad to the fucking struggling ass Brown Bears. This was a complete disaster. Complete disaster. This was complete disaster on both sides of the ball. It was a complete disaster. Struggling off. You got to protect your defense. 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 So at this point, man, there's no loss. I mean, if you bring Milton in, I'm okay with it. I'm just tired of seeing the same offense. You cannot run your offense with Dak Prescott. I'm sorry, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna give it a couple more tries with Dak Prescott back there. But good luck with that, man. Good luck with that. Dink and dunk shit. Good luck. Nothing downfield. They did not have they didn't have they didn't have a pass over 30 yards today. Nothing over the top. They had one pass, perfect, and that was it. But it was a complete disaster today. This was a total fan letdown. You let your fans down today. You sure let your fans down. It was very horrible, very ugly. I'll continue to see this in 2025. I told y'all about this offense during the offseason. I said you can't let Dak Prescott sit back there 75% of the time because it's not going to work. He's not efficient enough, and you only can be able to run one style of offense with him. You only one style. So buckle up for a long season. I'm trying to tell you, this offense sucked along with the defense, and it's hand in hand together. They gave Scotty the job, they gave Matt the job, and they told him you had at it, have at it. This shit is not working. They just here to get a paycheck, dog. They ain't here to win no motherfucking championship. They ain't here to win no fucking games, dog. They ain't here to win. They ain't here to win no playoff games. They're here to get a fucking paycheck, dog. They don't give a fuck about this goddamn team. Scott don't give a fuck about this team, and Matt don't give a fuck about this team. You seeing it, you showing it. This is a horrible gameplay. It's just three games, but it shows right now, bro. Look at this long list. You got a good defense coming in next week. You got a really good defense coming in the week after, and you got another good defense in Carolina Panthers. They remember what you did to them over the years, and Washington, another good defense. You got nothing but talented defenses coming in, dude. You think you're gonna come back there and throw 75% of the time, and think you're gonna be able to do nothing with this? You got to score points, man. You got to save your vulnerable ass defense. You got an old folks home defense. Old folks home, dog. They got nothing but veterans out there, but they got no young, they got nothing, dog. 1 year players, bunch of garbage, bro. And it's showing. You got no talent out there, bro. You got no talent out there. You got nobody, bro. You fucked up in the draft for the last 3 years. You fucked up. You fucked up in the draft. All in 2020, 23, 24, 25. Your mindset should have been defense, 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 defense. You already had your offense set already, all the players that you brought in here, all your pictures on offensive line. Your defense, you build your defense. It's showing. And that's what you get for being a meddling GM slash coach slash owner slash businessman slash car salesman, whatever you do, and it's showing because you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and then you're making this team look horrible. And good luck with that. That is my spiel for tonight. I will come up with gameplay action tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace. The beat of a microphone, of the microphone, microphone, beat. The microphone, microphone, beat. The microphone. You don't want to come to me, so I'm coming, you keep it late. So what are you doing? I am right number one. What?
your business. What's wrong with taking the keys to Mac? Fight another bar. I'm telling you and everybody here, I'll fight anywhere, anytime. You ain't never gonna see that happen. Because he's so retired. He don't fight the real man. He fight the setup. What? You're a disgrace to this sport. Shut up, old man. You let Chuck know where to come from. That's what you're selling your real nice thing. You call yourself a fighter? Prove it up. The beat of a microphone. I'm the microphone. The microphone. The microphone. The microphone.